It was a tough day today. Extremely disappointed myself. I didn't exactly blow up a funded account, but I hit max daily loss limit on one of my funded accounts for $3,700. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still very profitable and have been for almost a year now since I began trading prop firms exclusively. So let me explain to you what happened, and maybe you can relate to this. And I'll start out by saying I'm not really upset about the setback hitting the max daily loss limit on my account. I'm more upset about the number of days I lost because I don't risk a lot in my trades. I'm risking on a 150K account in these prop firm accounts, maybe $250, $300 a trade. And I'm just looking for base hits. I'm not looking for these big wins. And when I went and did that this morning, and I'm going to get into it here in a minute, what happened and why it happened. But what I'm really most upset about are the days I lost trading, because it took me probably 15 to 18 trading days to make that 3,700 that I ended up hitting the max daily loss limit on. Now, my other accounts, they're all fine. They actually profited today in the market, but there was this one account where, for whatever reason, I misread the charts. I looked everything too quickly, and I got into a position I should have never been in to begin with. Did I have a little bit of FOMO? Yeah, probably. So I logged on. It was the 9:30 a.m. open. We had CPI reports today, and we were pretty bullish overall. And that was my general bias on the day. And I ended up being right. I just sized in too heavy, and I kept dollar cost averaging on this one account. So what happened here was I thought I had a setup because I glanced at the charts too quickly. Super stupid mistake on my part. I looked at the charts. I thought I had a setup. I saw a draw in liquidity. And on one of my prop firm accounts, I decided to get in right away without really doing a whole lot of analysis. I know, really dumb on my part, right? So I got into the trade. I'm in this trade here, and it goes up to an area where I meant to move my stop to break even, but I had to run my daughter up to soccer practice, and I just didn't have time to really manage the trade. It was more of a FOMO thing here on this account and just kind of glancing at the markets. So then I missed my break even point. I came back, and I am literally in drawdown. So what do? I get a little upset because, number one, I should have not have been in this trade at all because I misread the charts and none of it met my criteria. I just simply glanced at them too quick, and it was an oversight on my part. And number two, what I was about to do next was what I used to do a lot in my old habits that took me a very long time to break. And I have to admit, it was a little emotional. So as price started moving against me, I figured, you know what, I'll just dollar cost average in a little bit here, and I'll try to make my money back. So I did that, and prices kept moving further away from my entry. So I just kept DCAing in and DCAing in until eventually, literally went down and took me out probably by like 3 or 4 ticks, and then just blasted off to all-time highs where I would have been totally fine. But in that process, it hit my max daily loss limit here. So it kind of brought back those old feelings of what used to happen to me and the trader that I used to be, because that's just not me anymore. All right. I don't do that. I like to take calculated risk in my trading. And that really upset me and made me very angry at myself that I had that little bit of oversight here. And then on top of that, I just decided to dollar cost average in when I should have just stopped and cut my losses there, reevaluated the situation, and then continued trading my plan as I normally do. Now, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this very scenario. For me personally, it happened because of a small oversight, and then I got a little emotional on that account. And immediately, I have to be honest with you guys. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do the craziest thing ever. But I know myself as a trader. I know myself personally. I know what I need to do when I take a loss to mitigate these feelings. I wanted to go into all of my prop accounts and then get into the market and try to just rage trade my way back and try to just trade my way back and make up for that emotional disgust. And that's not what I want to do. So for me, I had to get up. I usually take a walk when I take a loss. I walk around. I have a little bit of woods here by my house, and there's a little path there. I usually take a walk around this path in the woods, and I try to just look at nature, take deep breaths, and just kind of calm down, relax myself, and just kind of regather my thoughts here. And that's what's really helped me kind of fight these emotional battles that I have faced in the past in my trading, and sometimes still face today. Don't get me wrong. Even though I am where I am today, I still have to have systems to implement to keep everything else in check in my trading plan. And that may be something different for you, but for me, this is what works, is taking that walk and just, taking that walk and becoming very relaxed and peaceful. In fact, the evening walks around where I live are perfect because I hear all the crickets, all the frogs, the stars are out. It's very peaceful, and it allows me to gather my thoughts and really think things through logically. So then what happened later on is I regained my train of thought. I regained my peace with myself, and I was ready for the day, and I went on and I had a profitable day in my other prop accounts here. And it's a quick reminder to me how quickly something like that can happen, a quick oversight. And the lesson learned here for me, the lesson learned many times over, is just to accept the outcome regardless of what happens, and then move on, forget about it because it's in the past and it's over and done with. So that's my quick little story here today. I think it's extremely important to have some kind of way to step away from the computer after any trade. Even wins, there should almost be little to no emotion. Even after taking a win, it's good for me to take a walk to kind of settle myself down and not get too excited on a win. And the same goes for a loss, so that I'm able to regather my thoughts and not come back to the computer and instantly want to take another trade only because I took a very small loss. And I have to tell myself time and time again that these big losses are just stupidity on my part, and they're not worth taking away those 15 to 20 days of work just because of that one negative thought or emotion. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you soon.